and welcome back to another episode of Having Said That. Nick DeFur is over here playing fucking Clash of Clans.
Dude, Clan needs me.
Yeah,
I can multitask.
See, I never got into... I mean, okay, I was into Clash of Clans, and I spent like a small fortune playing it.
I spent enough to buy a console on this game. I hate admitting that, but that's the truth.
I thought you were going to say car. I'm like, me too. Never mind.
No,
never mind.
Shame. You spent 15 grand on a game, like, you deserve it.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, I mean, like a piece of shit car. Like my car.
Oh.
Like, you know, the one I bought for like $5,000 cash. Okay, I didn't spend... Okay, I spent a couple hundred... I said spend a couple $100 on it.
I'm not riding with you anymore. Couple $100 car.
I meant Clash of Clans, asshole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I was like, I'm not good with like the casual games where like, oh no, you're supposed to do this and not check it for a day. I'm like, no, I want the sense of accomplishment now. I'm like sitting here actively. I'm not casually playing. I'm actively playing it.
I'm actively playing this every day.
So then I have to like actively pay to complete shit so that I can actively continue to play.
So you just got a problem with waiting, and that's like an impatience issue.
Yeah, I'm an impatient person. Well, then you get to the point where it's like, okay, well, it takes me 17 days to build anything, or to have enough to build anything, to upgrade something. Well, in that 17 days, I've been pillaged and plundered a billion times, so all my resources gone. I still have an account, I just deleted it.
I mean, that's fair. Like, yeah, I'm at the point that everything takes 2 weeks to complete, and it's like, okay.
What's the point?
Other than the compulsive, and I have to complete it because it's an option.
What?
I'm obsessive compulsive.
Oh, okay.
So if there's an option like this, like I fucking have to be able to max it out or something. So I love video games, but I fucking hate it because on Xbox they got the achievements. So then I'm
100%. Yeah.
I'm doing shit that is not beneficial to the game, and you're just wasting time.
See, I get to the point. So. I get to the point where I'm like, well, I've invested so much into this already that I can't not. Like I can't stop playing it.
Yeah, I can't.
But then
away.
It's like, well, it's a double-edged sword. Either I cut my losses here and stop fucking put this money in my savings instead of in-app purchases and just accept my loss, or keep going, and then I'm like a year later like, wow, that could have, I should have invested that in stock or something.
Oh yeah, like I'd definitely love to have this money back, but I haven't spent money on this.
You know what you do?
What?
Close the app, delete your account, contact whatever made it, dispute your credit card, be like, yeah, my son
I can't deal with that from like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna be like, well, you didn't have a kid then, and why the fuck was a 6-year-old?
You don't have a kid now, so that wouldn't matter.
Still.
But no, right, they're gonna be like, so what, after 5 years you're just now realizing this? Wow, you're a shit parent, and you also have shit financial, your financial advisor's a dickhead.
If I'm trying to get a refund for money on a game, I probably don't have a financial advisor.
Valid. That's a good point. Yeah.
I don't have a financial advisor regardless. I have an accountant for once a year.
I was like, also, if you are doing in-app purchases, you don't have a financial advisor because they would advise against that. I don't have a financial advisor. I spend money on really stupid shit.
Yeah, I just bought a bunch of your t-shirts.
Thank you. Support the brand, dude.
Not a compliment.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
What do you mean? But people are like, oh man, we're buds. Like, can I get a free one? Like, man, I don't know you. Like, I literally don't know you.
I'd love to support your business by getting everything you've worked for free.
Right. Like, I don't ask for free stuff, like, from anyone. I mean, yeah, I get free stuff, but that's because it was like we worked something out where it was like the value was there on both sides. You know, like I'll occasionally drink at Wine Dive for free because I'm in there hungover the next day taking photos for him to use on social media for brunch. Like, that's a fair
that's like a trade
of,
So
value.
it's like, oh, hey, I'd like to support you by wearing your clothing, but I'm not going to pay a cent for it.
Dude, I've been printing like t-shirts, like merch since I was 15. Do you know how many times, like, I learned long ago, like, you don't send a free t-shirt to the fucking girl on Instagram with 200,000 followers thinking that they're going to post. They will never post it. You know
and
why?
If you're lucky, she'll do it once, and then that's it, and then nobody's ever bought.
Yeah. I get sent free stuff saying that I'll wear it in a post, and I never do.
That's not like why I have free sunglasses.
That's why you get free shit. It's not maniacal. It's not like I'm like trying to like dick them over. It's just like, it's more like, I'm sure I'll get a chance. Yeah, I'll take a picture in it. But then it's like, okay, how did it organically work into it? It's one of like 10 boxes I got that week randomly. Yeah. How does your voice sound through your headphones? Because you're like aiming at your fucking Clash of Clans.
I think it still sounds decent right here. It's whenever I actually turn to you that it starts to sound like
I'm just curious because
echoey.
this is like all new to us. This whole podcast thing and microphones and talking to these really gigantic phallic like.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if this doesn't work out, you could sell these to a porn star or something because they're fucking huge. Very niche market, but.
That you're right. That is a niche market, and I do not know any porn stars.
Well, no, hopefully nobody does, because that's still a scuzzy market as well.
That'd be weird, yeah.
You probably
think you'd have a lot of explaining to do
if that's the career path you go into. Having said that, I'm not going to pretend I know shit about the porn industry.
Oh,
This is not a segue into that either, though.
No, please no. Yeah, I gotta. It's not my thing.
Nah. Alright, now I took it somewhere I didn't mean to. I'm just like, I don't know how to recover.
I'm uncomfortable. All right, you're gonna tell me like a South Park story, I think. And then I said, no, wait, this is podcast material. Shut up.
No,
let me start up the garage
relevant. And like one of the funnier parts, I thought, or at least probably my favorite mini series within their seasons, is like the Game of Thrones one, where it's a 3-part episode. But that's all they do is make fun of Game of Thrones while also including other relevant shit, like it was the console wars at the time with Xbox and PS4.
Oh, from our other episode where we just randomly started talking about PS4 versus Xbox.
But the thing is, like, they're always... It's going to come off racist, but they always play to every stereotype. So, I mean, it's not like they're pandering to one specific one or anything, but PS4, Sony's a Japanese company, or at least that's how they made it out in the show. And so...
I think Sony is. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not going to pretend to know anything about it.
No, me neither. That's what I
But
thought.
on the South Park News, they're like, yeah, Sony's offering a Black Friday bundle known as the Black Friday Bundle because they can't say L's, apparently.
Oh, wow, you're racist, Chris.
I'm quoting a show. Fuck you.
See, I never got into South Park. Like, it's just not my thing.
And like the earlier stuff, I mean, that's been around since we were kids, you know.
No,
and the earlier
and that's
stuff
why
I
I'm
can't
not
get
into it.
Yeah, like I don't care for it. It was just, it probably seemed like a couple stoners just writing a cartoon show at that point. But from a documentary that I'd seen, it's like a week before the episode comes out, they'll like lock themselves in a room and just come up with shit because it's super relevant.
See, like that's it. It's like one of those shows. It's like a food that I know that I've never tried, but I know I don't like it.
That's fair.
Like
I mean, like casseroles. I'm never gonna try that shit because I can tell it's too many
it's all like
textures I don't want to
mixed
fuck
in
with.
together.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm eating.
I'm gonna let my stomach do that for me. I'm not trying to.
Sushi's pushing it for me, and that's only because it's deep fried that I like it.
I want sushi right now.
I want sushi.
Well, okay, like the way I don't watch it, because when I was a kid, my older brother, like had it on, and he would watch it all the fucking time, and he like tried to make me watch it once, and the 10 seconds I saw, the only 10 seconds I've really seen of South Park was like a character, a Jesus character, or who slightly resembled the artist previously known as Jesus. They were like, they dare. I think the exact verbiage was, "I dare you to stick this twig up your dick" or something. And I was like 11 years old.
That's an episode I haven't seen.
And I just remember thinking
I'm
11 years old and I'm above this shit. Like, this is fucking stupid. So like, my brother's a moron. Like, he's just an asshole, like a dummy asshole, big old dumb asshole. And so like, I like forever attributed that like South Park
with dumb people.
Like it's like that in Tech 9. Like I knew one person. And there's nothing wrong with Tech 9, but and I know some great people who listen to Tech 9, but I knew one bad person that listened to Tech 9, so I just so I'm like, ugh, Tech 9, or like religion, you know. That's it. That's the best way to compare. It's like I associate it with dumb people. Like how can you be intelligent and watch a show or believe in God?
Well, God made everything, but He can't explain the dinosaurs or the Book of Enoch. But yeah, sure.
Yeah, or cancer.
No cancer.
It's God's will.
Yeah, I mean, that's
oh man, we might be a little too early into this show for our views on religion. Click, unsubscribe. I didn't follow you for politics or religion. Not funny. I used to get this so much. Like when I transitioned my account from memes to like more personal stuff. I mean, my memes were always still very like and I would still like call out bullshit, you know. Or so even you get this one. It's like in the quote meme community, it's like this, like you literally like leave it on each other's comments when it's like clearly something that's a little bit more like
borderline offensive.
Not yeah, borderline offensive, or just like whoa, you're standing up for what you believe in. How dare you? And it's like the little like verbatim, not funny, unfollowing, or unfollowing, not funny. And it's like so many, like if you're like in that community that you've seen that comment so many times, and you're just like, what? I didn't even know.
I didn't know you followed me. So
I didn't know you existed. Like I didn't even know you had been born, let alone followed me.
99.99% of the world has no fucking clue who you are.
Yeah.
Like, but yes, you're right. Let me change my ways.
I don't care that. Yeah, I don't care that you unfollowed me on Instagram because on Easter Day I took a picture of me, like I looked like I was on the cross, and made a Jesus joke.
Trying to get that body on a cross look.
I call that trimming the fat. Like I'm just like, you know, I might as well
fire all the fat people.
I'm like movie
not
reference.
Funny, fattest, unsubscribe.
Movie reference. Yeah, I just like to like, you know, why get your hopes up that I think a different way if I can just get rid of you right now.
Just remember, I'm much more glamorous on the internet.
Oh yeah, I'm way cooler on Instagram.
Hashtag
like in real life, I'm really just like a schmuck.
Are we pieces of shit?
I think said that. Are we pieces of shit? Yeah, you almost stole a bike earlier. What are we?
I didn't almost steal a bike. No, don't twist that shit. It was like, hey, there's a bike that's not locked up. Ha ha, you wanted a free bike. It's not like I got on and almost took it and got caught.
So everything I just heard was you stole a bike and then you got caught, and I just had to bail you out of jail. What's that? The episode of The Office, and it's like only audio. I am now cutting off Phyllis's head with a chainsaw.
I don't remember that one.
Wow, that would have killed my joke.
Sorry.
Wow.
There's like a budget episodes.
It was not. Oh, I thought you said budget episode. Like, there's no budget Office episode. Are you insane?
Yeah, there is, where Michael's talking about the surplus, and then he gets the fur coat and there's real thick blood on him.
See, I was gonna say actually,
if you go to Burlington, you buy a fur coat.
I was gonna say every budget episode is every episode after Michael leaves, because they're like they can't afford to replace him with anyone better.
No, God knows what they spent getting Will Ferrell in there for 3 episodes.
That was terrible.
He was terrible at it, and I love him as an actor. He's hilarious, but God, he fucking sucked in that.
I feel like Will Ferrell now is like Adam Sandler, or like not Jim Carrey. I'm not gonna throw him under that bus. Jim Carrey's still good people.
He got weird though.
Yeah, but see,
he grew a beard and got the crystals. It seems like,
but Himalayan salt lamps. Well, no, like he's like standing up for his belief. He's like an amazing painter. Like I follow him on Twitter. Like every day he posts.
He's not Bob Ross though.
He's not Bob Ross. Yeah, happy little accidents. Well, like okay, so like Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, and I mean I wouldn't put Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell in the same league.
No, like I used to like Adam Sandler, but every movie's the same. Like you somehow end up in a predicament that's way over your head for where you're at in life. There's an extremely hot girl that you somehow get at the end, and then everything works out as well.
Well, I'm more meaning like that was like our like childhood actor, like we were kids watching Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore.
That's fair.
And or even for Will Ferrell, Anchorman or Old School.
Anchorman I didn't see till I was older. I mean, like I guess not really much older, but I was like
I saw in theaters. But even then, so like I was like middle school or whatever. I was a kid.
Yeah, like Step Brothers. I was
Step Brothers. Yeah, like they're older. They're older movies, and I feel like now it's like they're just not. They're not as fun anymore. But you're like God bless them. They're trying. Like, because it feeds your nostalgia of like how funny they were to you when you were a kid.
I don't know what it's like to be an actor, but it's like if you're in the spotlight for so long, doing interviews, always busy schedule, and then you just fall off. Like that's gotta fuck with your ego somewhat too.
Oh, and you're like I mean, and that's why like everyone like gives like Miley Cyrus shit. Like all these child actors who go off the deep end.
Oh, they had to fuck her
like
up
can you
so much
can you imagine how fucked up of a person you would be if during such core like phases of your like development, you know, as an adolescent into an adult, whatever, you're playing like a different character every day or whatever.
Well, that you don't even really know who's your real friend at that age. Like it was hard enough in school.
Yeah,
let alone, like,
that on top of not knowing
spotlight.
who you are. Like, how do you have an identity if you're having to literally be a completely different identity every day? So of course they're gonna go crazy and like go break bad to try to figure out who the hell they are. Like, how could you blame them?
You develop a drinking habit.
You do that, yeah. See, that's
or
what I did.
Something outlandish on MTV Music Awards. I don't know.
I've been on like social media since I was like fucking 15. Like
Yeah,
I've like been
I remember,
on
like hiding MySpace from my parents because it was like getting bad reps on the news and shit. Meanwhile, I'm
my mom was like
junior high.
My mom was like so like, you know, like talking to strangers on the internet and shit. Like now she like goes on meetups, like hiking meetups.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
No.
Well, now she knows them all, but like it's
different now. Like Facebook,
it's more of a
you can
group
really
and
tell
stuff.
when somebody's fake and real versus like
Yeah.
MySpace was some sketchy shit when it came out. And
Fuck yeah.
like, oh, well, I mean, granted, we were stupid teenagers.
Like,
like,
whoa.
This is a really hot chick. It was probably a fucking
Right?
ugly
That's what I was saying. Like, well, I'm like 14 and this
like
like 20-something-year-old like model is like messaging me and it's like,
No,
fucking
she's
idiot.
not.
That's like a dirty shirty picture. Like,
No,
do you remember,
she's fucking
do you remember
not.
Dirty Shirty?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, sheltered.
It was a MySpace profile. It was like a brand, actually. It was like a t-shirt brand.
Okay, with
but they were all over
MySpace, I didn't-
MySpace, like trashy blondes, you know. Like they look like strippers.
Oh, okay. So like super platinum hair with like black underneath. Those,
Something, yeah, like yeah.
the chicks you associate with motocross most of the time.
Yeah, and Monster Energy drink.
Yup.
Yep.
I know who you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, they were everywhere.
But
That was also in style at the time. 'Cause it was fucking 2006.
what a time.
Holy shit. that
What were
was
you
13
doing in
years ago.
2006?
I was a freshman in high school. Beginning of 2006, I was in 8th grade, and then
Riveting.
yeah, nobody gives a fuck.
I guess I thought you'd have like some story from 2006. Like I have story. I mean, I don't have stories from 2006, but like
No, like I was in high school, and
I like started
Who
my.
gives a fuck
I was
about
doing
high
much like
school?
art stuff, like in galleries, and I started my first business. But like, do other people not have stories from 2006 like that?
no, because I was not a hustler teenager. I fucked off, and
That's true. Yeah, I didn't really
I did
fuck
hood
up.
rat shit with my friends.
I did almost go to jail
Same.
in like 2006 for
No, sorry,
graffiti.
that was 2007. I almost went to
Ooh,
jail.
is this a good story time?
Okay,
To
so
talk about
story
all the
time.
times we almost went to jail.
I ended up with 6 months unsupervised, or no, 6 months supervised probation, a fine of $333.33, 4 handwritten letters of apology, and and 15.
What did you vandalize?
And 15
This-
hours community service.
Did you go to like a house that was
No,
still
it was
being
like
built
me
and
and
break
2
all the
other
windows?
friends went like TPing a house. Literally, all I did was
knew
put
it.
toilet paper in a tree and forks in a fucking yard. Like, I mean, yeah, it's annoying, but it's harmless. It's not damaging.
Right.
Meanwhile, one of the guys that I'm with ripped out these like lights that were around the sidewalk, but all the wiring was underground bullshit. They weren't little like solar lights or anything. That was almost $1,000 in damage. So at that point, I'm an accessory to property damage, facing a Class D felony as a 15-year-old. Thank God I was a good kid and had no fucking record. I just did something stupid, and it was able to get off my record.
I saw
But
your
yeah,
result.
like no,
I
it's
saw your
literally
original driver's license picture. You weren't a good kid.
Yo,
You
fuck off.
It looked like a mugshot.
No, like I'm 15 years old, going into my sophomore year of high school. We literally had like the Thursday and Friday that you do for your first week of school. You know, then you have the weekend. It was that first weekend back into the school year, and I've got 5 cop cars showing up at my house at 4 a.m.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. And again, it's for fucking toilet papering a house. That's all I did.
But it was because what you did, but then
because
your
I was
friend
with
did
the
something
other
else.
people that
Yeah.
did some bullshit.
That sucks. I don't know. I don't.
Lesson learned: don't go toilet papering, or don't go with stupid fucking people.
Honestly, I don't really have any like stories like I was like in. I know I have been in cuffs once. Did I ever tell you that story?
Mm-mm.
I was still living in St. Louis, and I had a client who ended up becoming a friend. Shout out, Phil. And he had me design some stickers for him for one of his brands, and like he like rolls up on my loft I had downtown, and he's like, "Yo, you want to check out these stickers? You know, I got them printed. You want to go down on the waterfront? You know, put them up. You know, because he knows that I've done sticker bombing since I was like 7." And
What is sticker bombing for those who don't know?
like pretty much just walking around putting up stickers. That's
Yeah, slap it on signs and shit.
yeah, on
Okay.
some, yeah, everywhere. It just you take stickers, you put them everywhere. And oh yeah, like my high school full of stickers. Like my first brand, a clothing brand. Like I made stickers. Like, and this was like I still like hand did them because it was kind of like a graffiti lifestyle. Like that was the culture. You hand made them. And they were fucking everywhere. I put them on, like I'd walk into Express at the mall, and like the manager would be like, "Did you put a sticker on my store window?" I'm like, no, I like hand those out like candy. I can't be held responsible for they end up. No, bitch, I totally fucking put a sticker on your window. Anyway, so like, and now full disclosure in this story, like for illustrative purposes, Fell's, client's black dude, that's very important to the story, how he was treated. So like, he picks me up. I get into his car. We start driving down Washington Avenue. He pulls into like a legal parking space because he's like, "Oh, I gotta get the stickers out." Pulls into a legal parking space. Everything is,
everything checks out.
Yeah, everything checks out. He uses his blinker and everything. Gets in the trunk, goes and gets the stickers, brings it back out. Keeps driving down towards the Arch. We're down by like the I can't remember what's downtown. It's either the Ritz, Carlton, or something. It's one of those fancy hotels. And boom, pulled over, like lights. And I'm like, this just, this was like 6 years ago, like 2014, 13. I'm like, this is like a little white kid, and he, like, the cops, like, pull us out of the car, and like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Like, they thought it was suspicious, basically.
Because he pulled over and got in the trunk.
Pulled over, and I get it, how that could look suspicious, but like just the way everything went down, like they've got us literally handcuffed on the side of Washington Avenue, and Fell's like, "Man, like, you gonna make me sit down like on the curb? I'm trying to go to the club later." He's like wearing like True Religion shorts, like, and like they're like searching my pockets. He drops my fucking phone on the ground, and they're like going through his car. They find nothing, and like, they make this huge spectacle of it where about like 12, I'm exaggerating, 8, let's say 8 bike cops show up because they had nothing better to do. Like, people
rolling
like
around on your mountain bike.
Like, yeah, like bike cops roll up and you're like, "Oh, what's going on? Protect and serve. Let's, who can we shoot today?" And like, people are like walking by, like taking pictures of us, and like me, like I said, I'm just this fucking white kid, like bucket list, got handcuffed, like, and like I'm just smirking at them, like in the pictures, Meanwhile,
hashtag walking away, hashtag privilege.
Yeah, meanwhile, Fell's like, this is the fucking like everyday life of a St. Louis black man, like getting pulled over for this bullshit. And I remember the only thing they found was he had some money in his car, like a stack of cash. And I mean, it was like Christmas morning. Like, the cops, like, were just like, I saw the look in their eyes, like,
"We found a drug money."
Oh my God. And they found nothing else. Like, they totally had to let us go. It was just like that's my. I mean, like I said, I almost like was in like in a graffiti investigation when I was a kid, for vandalizing the Springfield area. But like, that was like that is my almost arrested story. All right, and we're out.
I need Kai.